Jada is back at it here to give everyone another Walking Dead Season 2 episode review video. But before I continue with that, it's extremely important if you're not caught up to the point where I am in watching or rewatching The Walking Dead to pay attention to this episode title. I'll put that title in the description if that's the case and you're not caught up. Then I suggest that you don't watch this video any further, simply to avoid any forthcoming spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 2 episode number 5. The title of this episode is called Chupacabra, and this will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode, which I have stated I've watched all these episodes before, so there would be no point to do a reaction video, specifically watching the episode. But since they announced that The Walking Dead will be concluding after Season 11, I wanted to do reviews on every episode of The Walking Dead. So we actually start off with a flashback of something we haven't seen yet. Lori and Shane escaping to a refugee center at the onset of the Walker zombie epidemic, watching in horror as military helicopters drop napalm on Atlanta. Now, in the present, the survivors continue their search for the missing Sophia. Herschel expresses his concern to Rick that his group has gotten too comfortable on his farm. Herschel is particularly concerned about how Maggie and Glenn have gotten too close. Meanwhile, Glenn accidentally learns Lori is pregnant, and she asks him to keep it a secret from Rick. During a search party, Shane tells Rick the search is pointless and that they should continue on to Fort Benning. Rick later confides in Lori that Shane might be right. Lori privately confronts Shane, reminding him that her and Carl's well-being are no longer his problem. What a bitch. Lori is shitting on Shane. He did everything for them. He's not the one that killed Rick. Rick was fucking in a coma. It's not his fault. He thought he was dead, and he left him there. I mean, I hate Lori. Anyway, Daryl, out on a horseback searching for Sophia, eventually comes across her doll in a riverbed. As he follows the river, a snake frightens his horse, Nervous Nellie, and he is thrown and is severely wounded by one of his crossbow arrows in the fall as he tumbled down a hill. Then, Daryl starts to hallucinate his missing brother, Merle Dixon. And, of course, Merle berates him for spending time to find Sophia, more time to find her than him. And then Daryl wakes up in time to find a walker chewing on his shoe. He quickly dispatches it and another approaching walker and takes their ears as a trophy necklace. Daryl's just interesting. But I like this Daryl a lot more than the current Daryl in the Season 10 that we have. He's just more like, just gives more. Anyway, Daryl eventually limps toward the farm and from a distance is mistaken as a walker. Andrea inadvertently shoots him, gazing his head and knocking him unconscious. Rick reaches Daryl first and hides the walker ear necklace before Herschel can see it. Daryl is treated and when he wakes up, tells Carol what he found, for which she is grateful. Carol and Lori attempt to repay Herschel for his hospitality by cooking dinner, but tensions remain high. Maggie discreetly passes Glenn a note asking him if they can have sex again. Wow, Glenn is like a player in this, apocalypse. However, both Herschel and Dale witness this. Glenn writes a reply and returns the note. After dinner, Maggie reads Glenn's reply and is horrified as he promised to wait in the barn for her. She rushes to try and stop him, but is too late as Glenn discovers that the barn is filled with walkers. And that is how the episode ends. So, I mean, interesting episode. Lori is a complete bitch to Shane. She is just, wow, she's really mean to Shane. I'm a little upset by that. Shane is misunderstood. And Andrea is a flake. But she's better than Tara and, I think she's better than Rosita. But that's just my opinion. I really like this Daryl. Even Merle, he's fucking hilarious. But this Daryl, I miss this Daryl. We need this Daryl back. he needs to go back to like talking more, and like he's getting better now, but he's just not the same character as he once was back in the early seasons of The Walking Dead. So with all those things in mind, I'm going to give the episode an 8.2 out of 10. I did enjoy it for the most part. This is the second episode of The Walking Dead I ever watched, because the first one I watched was the one I just last talked to you guys about. So you've heard what I had to say about the episode. Now it's your turn to talk. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, if you absolutely love this series and never miss an episode or miss very few episodes live, and this show essentially changed your life in 2010, because it kind of did. It made me addicted to a TV show. Eventually, I think it was the end of season 2, beginning of season 3, where I became addicted to the show. Go ahead and smash that like button. Now, on the contrary, if you wasted your time listening to this video, I don't know why you would, and absolutely hate The Walking Dead and think The Walking Dead is absolutely terrible, go ahead and smash the not like button. If you know anybody else that you think would be interested in either watching or listening to this video, go ahead and share the video with them, and then let them know to share it with other people that they know. And then last, but certainly not least, well, first of all, I need comments in the comment section. Tell me what you liked about this episode. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you would score this episode. You can either do it a 0 to 10. You can either do a 1, A, B, C, D, E, F. However you want to score it, whatever you can remember about the episode, your favorite moment, your favorite character, all that stuff and more. And then now, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to this channel, join the team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And you know that JDev will return.